Fully integrated now within the office, the observatory has grown in strength and scope in 2015. It has welcomed new representatives from the private sector and from the newly elected European Parliament. The multi-annual plan 2014-2018 is well underway, with projects in 5 key areas: public awareness, enforcement, legal and international, IP in the digital world, economics and statistics. Targeting youngsters as well as SMEs have been considered priorities. Following results of the IP perception study showing that youngsters aged 15 to 24 are more tolerant to IP infringement, further research has been implemented to better understand the youngsters' behaviour throughout the EU with regards to purchase of counterfeit and consumption of illegal digital content in the online environment. In parallel, the establishment of a community in social media networks, namely Facebook and Twitter, has started, while identifying young opinion leaders and multipliers to leverage support and feed into the community. The ideas-powered website, launched at the end of July, shared testimonials from young creators, artists, entrepreneurs who could be inspirational for their generation.
I have always thought that arts and business are like two opposites, but we are now in a time where everything is mixed together. Some might say you're selling your soul to make money out of it. Somehow you have to sustain yourself. It doesn't mean you have to become a big business or a big brand, but we all give our art for something in return, whether it's money, whether it's respect, appreciation.
It's not only about the jewelries. Anything that I will do in the future also will just shout Nannanda. Then we are talking about branding. So it's not just having a logo and a name and a slogan. Nannanda is trademark. I don't want somebody maybe taking the name for their use.
To complement these initiatives, the observatory has studied if and how IP education is taught in schools across Europe, both at primary and secondary levels, with a view to exploring with stakeholders future avenues to develop educational materials and support school programmes. IP is also a challenge for small businesses. The latest study in IP and firm performance, released in June, revealed that 9% of small businesses register IP rights. Those who do perform better than those who do not. An extensive survey to be finalised in an SME scoreboard will explain the use SMEs make of IP rights, as well as their needs and challenges in using them. Leveraging awareness efforts and complementing ongoing direct activities of stakeholders and of the observatory, 11 projects have been selected for support as part of an open and competitive call for proposals. Analysis reports, knowledge-sharing events and advanced databases are addressing the needs of the enforcement community, thus providing intelligence tools as well as networking opportunities. Integrated with the European Commission COPIS system, the enforcement database is now accessible to customs authorities in all member states. Over 240 registered companies have the possibility to share information with customs and other enforcement authorities in a secure manner, and file electronic applications for action. The use of the tool is free of charge and reduces administrative costs for right owners and enforcers alike.
The work of the AFA and uploading the information was very easy. It was very complete. To have also the matter of TM search attached automatically to the work that we have been not the work, but all the information that we have been uploading as logistic, product. It's very, very useful, and it was easy. I mean, it was a really great experience.
This event has allowed us to know EDV more deeply and its utilities. For example, it can allow any investigator to know if the product that he has found or he has seized in an operation is faked or not by visiting EDV and checking the product by the name, by the trademark and so on, and letting him know if what he found is fake or not.
ASIST, the anti-counterfeiting intelligence support tool, continues to improve the collection of statistics on seizures of counterfeits across the EU. Seizures data from DG Taxud is now fully integrated, and police authorities from 11 countries have started to input data on a continuous and regular basis. Further efforts are invested into the fight against online infringements and the cooperation with Europol developed in this respect. Specific seminars for enforcement authorities like customs and police, as well as judges and prosecutors, embody the sharing of experience and strengthen networking opportunities. A European Intellectual Property Prosecutors Network, EIPPN, has been set up to help identify and deploy effective actions to support judicial authorities involved in large-scale counterfeiting cases.
Quindi conoscere le legislazioni degli altri Paesi membri dell'Unione Europea aiuta a capire anche come affrontare le indagini, che tipo di informazioni poter chiedere agli altri Paesi, che tipo di collaborazione poter ottenere.
Beyond the biannual knowledge-building conferences developed with Europol, and since this year also Eurojust, collaboration has been extended, and a one-week training course co-organised by CEPOL and EUIPO took place in Alicante on counterfeiting and piracy. This training session was attended by police, customs and market inspectors. Having a good overview of national case law is essential to improve the level of enforcement. The collection of national case law on IP infringements is carried out in cooperation with national IP offices. At international level, next to the EU delegations network, a new tool is under development, ACRIS, the Anti-Counterfeiting Rapid Intelligence System. Created to provide statistical and other relevant information and feed into the Commission's bilateral dialogues with non-EU countries, it should help the EU companies protect their IP assets in third countries. To address the specific changes of the online environment, several projects are well underway. For example, the analysis of 6 voluntary collaboration practices. The Orphan Works database, launched last October, is being fed following a first meeting with national authorities. 56 beneficiary organisations registered, such as libraries, museums and audiovisual institutes. More than 1,300 records registered so far in the database accessible to the public. This number is growing fast. To help inform about the current situation on legal offers available online, a single EU portal compiling existing national aggregators or supporting their creation is under development. A pilot phase kicked off with 4 member states, namely France, Latvia, Portugal and the United Kingdom. To further analyse the availability of works for consumers, a test case on available legal offers, first in the field of music, is currently under implementation. Simulating consumer online searches, access, payment and portability on legal offers for music, the case will be done in 11 selected member states. Consumers may have difficulties to make well-informed decisions on the compliance with online copyright legislation. To help them, an online copyright guide is under preparation with the help of copyright experts from 28 member states. Answering frequently asked questions consumers might have identified by civil society representatives and discussed with observatory stakeholders. Better understanding the different business models infringing IP online is similarly important, and work is ongoing in this direction. A first study is exploring the digital advertising landscape in all member states in relation to commercial-scale online IP rights infringements. The observatory's work is also gaining visibility and raising extended interest as a result of its programme of research studies. Completing the first picture on the contribution of IP given in 2013, the second phase, released in June, highlighted the importance of IP for firm performance and describes the ownership of IP rights among SMEs. In the area of quantification of infringement, 3 sectorial studies have been published in the sectors of cosmetic and personal care, clothing, footwear and accessories, and sports goods. More sectors are being investigated, for which data gathering and analysis are ongoing. In parallel, a study on trade in counterfeiting goods in cooperation with the OECD is underway, and this will update the OECD's 2008 study. The importance of trade secrets will be assessed, and a pilot study for Germany has kicked off already. A study on public domain suggested by civil society representatives is ongoing, whereas the scope of infringement of geographical indications in the EU is under review. Collaboration and synergies among the observatory network are increasingly contributing to raise awareness of the value of IP and the damages of infringement, while providing fact-based evidence and resources to support effective policies.
As a result of being entrusted with the observatory, the office has a responsibility for research, coordination, communication, awareness, education, including working with enforcement organizations and agencies. And this connects all the different strands of interest in IP rights together in a single EU agency for the very first time in Europe.